So I want to make a video response to F Stoppers, who says this is how real estate photography will die. And it's a video of him promoting this software product, this AI editor. I don't know what it's called. Fotello is what it's called, but I know there's other ones. I know there's Auto HDR, which I think is better. Shout out Brandon. But he talks about like a realtor that got a camera and he just went and did a shoot. So the first flaw that I see right away is that they could have hired editors to do that anyway. Like, for real estate photography, editors have been around for so many years, and I know agents that did do that. They got a camera and they hired editors. So this is like not that big of a difference. You're still paying almost the same amount, and it's a little bit quicker, fine, but it's not the same as we're dead. It's not real estate photographers are screwed because agents are buying cameras and they're going to go to the property. No, there's so much more to a camera and angles and composition. And also a big thing, especially in real estate luxury shoots, is if a homeowner sees that you're not hiring a professional, they're going to think you're going cheap and lazy, and that's a bad look. And a lot of agents I know, especially here in LA, are not going to do that. I do think that a bigger problem would not be an agent buying a camera, but a bigger problem would be agents using a phone and then putting it in a system where it edits. And I do think that is possible. So I think a way to combat that is to not be just a crappy photographer that does the most basic of the basic, like just the most basic photos where you just go in a corner and you click. Yeah, that's like the bread and butter. That's the basic package. That's what gets the foot in the door. But you want to offer other things like the videos. You see these crazy videos on Instagram now with awesome edits. Agents are not going to be able to do that. One, they can't film themselves, and they need to hire another human to do that. And then there's other things to just know how to use, like a Ronin. You need to know how to edit. You need to know what looks good. A lot of people don't know what looks good, and that's what they're hiring you for. You're an expert, you're a second set of eyes, and they're making so much money that they could give you 300, they could give you 500 or whatever, and it's justified because the homeowner is going to be pissed if the agent's not spending money to get his house sold. What I think can come out is like a Matterport machine. I've seen one, I think it's called like Elephant or something like a Matterport that's like on wheels, like a Roomba, and it goes through the house. It does the Matterport, and then it does awesome photos, and it does videos. I do think that could come out. I don't think that's like right in the near future. That might be in like 5 years. But again, you're just gonna have to adapt. Maybe you could buy that machine and be the first person to offer that. And then of course, you're always like, luxury is always gonna require a human, a filmmaker, a designer's touch, your opinion. So just keep doing it, make a name for yourself. People are always going to want to hire someone to do it. People don't want to do it themselves. When you have a listing, you have a million things on your plate. You're not going to do the photos yourself either. So I think we're safe for the next, like, at least somewhere to 3 to 5 years. And then, I mean, who knows what's going to happen with AI. So I'm not going to say anything from 5 years from now, because then Optimus, the humanoid robots, come out. So many different things come out. I don't even know what is going to be valuable anymore. I don't know if UBI is coming out, but you're still safe for at least the 3 to 5 years, I think. I recommend saving a lot of the money and putting it in smart investments like Airbnbs or other things like I'm doing. But that's it. Hopefully this is a good response to that video, and good luck. Subscribe and leave a comment if you have any questions. I'll answer right away.